It's been almost 4 months since I last touched this car. It's 100% dead. We missed an entire season together. All the leaves are gone, winter's creeping up on us, and I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation. These last 4 months absolutely flew by, but it's still a pretty long time. So first off, I still have all my cars. Some of you guys that live locally might have actually seen a few of them for sale. I was basically trying to make it so that this winter not a single car had to sit outside in the snow, but I couldn't do it. I still have all my cars, and the most important update is I did not quit. I'm actually far from quitting. I have a mountain of parts that have been showing up over the last 4 months to back me up, and I bet you that the FedEx guy, the UPS guy, Canada Post guy, and I hate to use them, but the DHL guy, if they don't watch the videos, they have no idea they've even stopped. Exhibit A. Dude, these are actually such a sick looking tire. Look at these things. They're not very seasonal appropriate right now. They look absolutely killer. They're freaking massive. And you know what? I actually think 295s, these are one size bigger than my very dirty rear BRZ tires, which honestly, I thought 285s were huge. These are 295/30 R18 Bridgestone Potenza RE71RS. I'm pretty sure these are a newer tire as of this year. These are super, super sick, huge tires. And you could tell just by the height of this box of wheels that the wheels are also huge. And unique. This is actually a different kind of style wheel than I normally go for. All these wheels cost significantly more than this entire car does, but we'll get there. We have a little bit of progress we have to make before we jump into this. Like I said, I am far from quitting YouTube. In a way, everything I've been doing over the last 4 months has been for YouTube. This year kind of feels like one giant experiment. It feels like everything I have been trying and all the new ideas I've been trying to navigate are finally all coming together, and it's super exciting, but I didn't want to share it with you guys until it was real. And I think it's time. What I'm trying to say is I accidentally started a new business. I'll explain. And it slowly started taking up more and more of my time until it got to a point where it has been kind of all I've been doing lately. I hate being the guy that like talks about things and shares his plans and they never come to fruition. So I guess me saying this means that it's real and concrete. I also never fully installed these. I really don't remember why. There's only been one rib nut holding them together. So getting these fully installed is step one today. See, I have some personal goals that I knew I was never going to achieve at the rate that things were going. And I want cars to be strictly fun again. And you guys have heard me talk about this before, but I want to keep this channel alive with absolutely no stress. I love cars, but when building cars becomes my main stressor and not my main interest, to me, it becomes a problem. I've also been doing YouTube for a long time now, and it was my first real introduction, I guess, to doing business. And a lot of people sometimes think I can be wishy-washy and flippy-floppy with what I'm doing and what my plans are. But the reality is that that's just the entrepreneur inside of me who's always wanting to test and try new stuff. This year, for example, we had tons of experiments. I introduced new people to the videos, people who I thought could help me grow this business, and I don't regret a single thing. This year we had a ton of fun, but it just wasn't working. Take this entire channel, for example. You guys are watching this on the Bobby Ferreira Builds YouTube channel. This entire channel was a successful attempt at an overall failed experiment. And I'm not trying to make everybody's life more confusing than it has to be. I'm going to continue to use this channel. I actually kind of like the way it divides. I think long-term, over the years, looking back, it will make sense, I hope. So the main update here is this. I have taken my business side somewhere else, which honestly should come as a huge relief to some of you guys. I'm gonna continue to upload and enjoy cars here with you guys, and I'm gonna do everything else somewhere else. I wanna keep this place alive where I can share my hobbies and my passions with you guys and express myself in a way that I've really learned to love to do. As far as this new business, it literally fell into my lap. Like I was looking this way and it shot out of the sky over there right into my lap, and it's almost too perfect. It is everything I have been trying to do in little stabs over the last year, all in one place. And the best part is it's with people that I actually am inspired by and look up to, and that are way smarter than me and that can teach me all kinds of cool stuff that I don't know yet. The important thing is it gives me the ability to build something bigger than me. I know I could have blown my channel up and spent 80 hours a week working on this and hired teams and done all this stuff, but it's just not there for me
with this. This is a hobby. This is for fun. I want to be a part of something that's way bigger than me and isn't me. Does that make sense? What is the business? I'm sure most of you guys are gonna figure it out over time. A lot of you guys might not even understand why I did it, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna enjoy it for me as long as possible until inevitably you guys find out. And over the next few months, it's gonna be a crazy amount of work trying to actually get this business up off the ground. So what I can say is for the next few months, what you can expect is probably not a whole lot from me here. You can expect a crazy amount of YouTube shorts. You guys know you've been seeing them like crazy. I'm really trying to get them caught up to real time so that my real time videos come out with real time shorts and everything's happening at the same time, because right now they are way behind. You can expect me to upload what I want when I can. We're gonna keep this space alive for all of you guys and myself to come and hang out and enjoy cars together. So if you guys don't mind, I'm kind of over talking about myself. Let's jump back into the Genesis and keep making some progress. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys. I'm super, super excited to get this new business off the ground and then circle back to this and continue to build cars and have it be strictly fun, no more BS, and enjoy every freaking minute. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've had a lot of wheels over the years, and these wheels right here, give most of them a run for their money.
The rears are about 1.5 inches thicker than the fronts, so
for the sake of making everybody smile real big, we'll start with the rears. Before we get into it, my last Heritage wheel video, I was roasted saying Heritage is now considered like a rep wheel because they make cheap wheels and they break easier than you would hope. Yeah, they make cheap wheels. If you don't want cheap wheels, don't buy cheap wheels. These are not those. So let's just keep all that bundled up. These are so sick.
dude, this half of the wheel is literally like one stock Honda Civic wheel, dude. These things are fucking huge. And they're so clean and just, look at these things, dude. So these are the Heritage Formulas. These are really, really sick because they're like a reverse mounted 3-piece wheel. So they're 3-piece, but they look super clean and just very, very simple. And if you come around to the back, you can see all the hardware and everything in the back here holding everything together. So these wheels are a whopping 18 by 12 with a -36 offset, dude. These are huge. These are someone's signature wheel too. I just realized that when I unboxed them. I actually don't know whose signature that is. These wheels in many ways are kind of similar to my BRZ wheels, just in the fact of like how simple and clean they are, yet at the same time they're like a crazy sick 3-piece wheel. Got the 295s for the rear, and honestly these tires are just super sick because not only are they like a really, really good performance like summer tire, but they look cool, dude. It's been a while since I've had a tire that actually just looks cool as well as is extremely functional. Ready? What do we think of this? Oh, I'm so pumped. But before we get these tires and everything mounted, we do gotta test fit this because there's only a handful of these kits in existence. It's extremely hard to find a reliable wheel size for these. We just kind of took a giant shot in the dark with these sizes. Oh, dude. Oh, they're huge. Fitment in the front, way more dialed in the back. It is a little bit easier to fix that. Honestly, we'll probably just add equal camber to the front and the back. We'll only probably have to do like 2-3 degrees to this to fix it. It's not a lot. If you guys don't like camber, just think of my BRZ. My BRZ, you barely even notice that it has camber in the rear, but it does to fit the wheels. Sometimes when you play the wide body game, you gotta play the camber game too. And so these, for reference of a little bit of a more dialed in fitment with this body kit, actually I would honestly call this like a perfect fitment. These are 18 by 10.5s with a -17 offset. So the rears are 1.5 inches wider, and I think the rears are -36, these are -17. But regardless, dude, ooh. You guys do remember me just installing these brakes like a couple months ago, right? They look
absolutely terrible, but this is what happens when you just don't drive your car and you leave it sitting outside in the weather. So please don't judge the brakes. Before we go ahead and get these wheels and tires mounted though, we do have to take care of the fact that I never sealed up these rear quarters.
It's not perfect, but it's definitely solid.
Dude, last time when we did this, I had like the world's dinkiest paintbrush. Oh, fuck. Now it's all over the floor. This time, I have the world's biggest paintbrush. These might just be the hardest wheels I think I've ever done. I just got back from running these over to Justin at Tuso Performance, who actually could almost barely balance them due to the width and the frickin' offset on these.
But they came out so sick, dude.
And maybe it's just me maturing, but the fact that these are just raw and polished wheels, apparently I'm absolutely in love with it.
And the Bridgestones look killer on here, dude. The fitment of these tires is actually perfect. It's the tiniest little bit of round. It's not even stretching. It's literally just like rounding up, which is perfect. Fronts are actually a little bit chunkier, which is perfect because the front had way better fitment and we needed a little bit of a stretch in the back. And I highly doubt these are gonna fit without some adjustable arms and stuff, but we're gonna give them a go. I don't think that's even gonna move. Good news, bad news. Good news. There's more angle to be had. Bad news. Whoever designed this, you have to freaking take it apart to change it because Kia.
It's gonna look hella dumb if this is cambered and the rear is bricked up. So we'll just wait because Kia will do it all at once when we get arms for the rear.
Dude, look at this angle. Oh my god. This thing is gonna be insane.
Addressing the obvious, we had a little bit of a late November issue. We got a snowfall, and I guarantee you by the time I upload this video, it's gonna be completely gone, but...
Look at it, dude, it actually looks really, really good. Even like multicolored and kind of half done, it looks way better with these wheels. Like you can actually tell that this is gonna be a sick car.
I went around and lifted the car like 1 inch on all 4 corners, and actually I don't hate it.
When we first installed the coils, this thing was absolutely dumped, but like realistically it's on coilovers, it's got a body kit, I can't have it slammed. Honestly, this isn't a terrible ride height. Like this is still pretty good. Pretty much just guessing sizing and fitment. Overall, I'm really, really happy with it. Fitment in the front is absolutely dialed. And honestly, dude, now that it's on the ground with a tire on it, fitment in the rear isn't terrible. Like we've been saying, it probably needs like a degree or 2 of camber, but if you go in, open the door right now and jump, like it doesn't bottom out, which is really good.
Overall, dude, I'm just so stoked. Like, remember this car when we first got it dropped off right over here in the snow almost a year ago? and it was completely mangled.
And it doesn't look a million times better today, but dude, it's just finally starting to come to life. Even with the body kit that's been on it, it just looked dumb, had stock wheels. This is dialed in. The rear quarters are welded up, dialed in, everything's bolted up.
And like I told you guys, the RE71RSs look really good.
And especially on the rear, it adds all this girth and then boom, big freaking meats, dude. Honestly, I can't get over this angle right here. This is crazy.
Anyways, before I let you guys go, today's challenge, which I haven't given you guys a challenge in forever, it kind of feels good, is to take a step back every once in a while and look at what it is that you're doing and kind of figure out if that's still on the right path to what your end goal is. Which is kind of basically where I've been and what I've been doing is like, I was looking at YouTube and I'm progressing and I'm doing my thing and I'm trying to make YouTube as best as I can, but when I like zoomed out and looked, I was like, okay, I want my life to look like this, but what I'm doing with YouTube is kind of making it go over here. And so, well, yes, I could stay committed and keep pushing and keep grinding, you know what I mean? Like, do my thing here. The outcome isn't going to be what I want. And I think it's really easy to get distracted in life, in business, in relationships, and anything with what's working and what you need to work on and what you do next. And it's natural, it's fine. That's good. I encourage you to progress and take the next step and just keep going. But just over time, every year, zoom out, look at what you're doing, where you want to be, and make sure you're on path. Because there's absolutely no shame in changing course, doing something different, as long as you're trying to work towards your end goal and you stay committed to that. You might feel like a little bit of an idiot, but honestly, you're a bigger idiot if you forfeit your actual dreams and goals for something that's medium working or even really working. A lot of people have been like messaging me and being like, bro, I thought you said stay committed. You haven't been committed. What are you doing? And I feel like that was like a really important reminder for you guys. Committed is to like being yourself, being happy, happiness. My thing that I'm trying to accomplish, my happiness is here. I'm staying committed to that, and I always have been. And lately I've been dragged the other way, so I'm going back onto this course. So that is all. It randomly got very cold. I'm excited for me to upload this video so that it can warm up and the snow can go away. That is all I got for you guys. I really hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.